Live.
Live. Live. We
Live.
are
All right.
live. Live. Live.
All right.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Human Empowerment Experience. We are live here with you with certified, RKC certified kettlebell trainer, the one and only David Hills.
My lovely assistant, Miss Kendra McLaughlin.
Thank you so much. So sweet. I just wanted a hug. We do a lot of hugging before we come online too, just to let you know. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning this morning. Good morning. We've already got somebody on my Instagram. So good to see you this morning.
Actually,
yeah, we have.
Except for this one. What is this?
Well, that's my Facebook.
Come on, Facebook people, wake up.
Wake up. It's time to get up. So this morning I was talking about resilience. Are you resilient? Do you feel resilient? Do you know what that means?
I do.
Okay.
Mm. I know the meaning.
I do know the feeling of, if you're struggling, having a difficult time, get a lot of anxiety, it's hard to see.
I'm not yawn.
We're laughing because every time I get to talking, he starts yawning. So I think we're keeping him up. But anyway, it's really hard to see the end of the tunnel. It's really hard to see yourself getting back up when you're in that, when you're feeling that. I know because I've been there. You just feel hopeless. It's hard to regain your footing. It's a horrible feeling. But I'm going to give you some tips if you're feeling that way, if you find yourself ever in that situation, that you can remember these. And basically, there's a couple things that I want to point out, is you want to just start moving. And I'm talking making decisions, but I'm also talking physically moving, because when we're feeling like that, we just want to stay in our beds, under our covers. We don't want to talk to anybody. That's usually what happens. And if you start moving, either making a decision towards getting up, taking a shower, just the simple basic things. It's really sounds funny and kind of silly, but honest to God, I've been there, and I know that even the simplest things, eating, things like that can be difficult when you're in that space of just, just feeling like that things are against you and you just don't know what to do. The other point is physically moving your body and just getting up and either stretching, going for a walk, that type of thing. The third thing is finding someone, a person, a tribe, a group. It could be David and I. It could be, if you don't have anybody that you can talk to, that you can reach out to, that can help you see how wonderful you are and help you make some decisions to move forward in your life, then you need to find somebody like that. Do not stay alone. Do not stay in your own cocoon. Reach out to someone. And like I said, David and I are here. If you don't have anybody in your life that you can do that with, you can always reach out to either one of us if you're feeling just really bad and are in struggles. And it's about bouncing back. You can bounce back. Everybody can bounce back. We've all bounced back from different things. And even if you find yourself in these situations over and over again, I can tell you, as you get older, those things do not disappear. Challenges are always there in your entire life.
To be fair, you don't care about them as much, though.
But it's still easy to get mired in the deep crap. It really is. And I think when I was younger, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get a great job, and I'm going to I'll get into a position in my life where I just won't have any worries anymore. It doesn't work that way. The key is to get through those things quicker and better without getting yourself stuck in there for weeks and months. And that's really the way it works. But all of those challenges are always there in your life. That's just the way it is. But finding a good crew, having a good workout routine or morning routine that's your foundation for your life and your day really helps when you get in those situations. So that's my spiel. A comment below or give me a couple of comments on if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you had to be resilient. And how is your resiliency? Can you bounce back? Do you have a tribe? Do you have a plan for when you get in that situation to bounce back and to move forward in your life? I'd like to know. So anyway, on a lighter note, we are here to work out, right?
Yeah.
And do a kettlebell training. That's part of our regular routine, Monday through Friday. We're here, and it's basically just a 20-minute workout.
Yeah. And you know, this, what you mentioned today about moving, it is so important. How you move is the organizing principle of your body physically. The extent to which you move, the range of motion that you move, the amount of load that you put your body under. These are all the things that determine how resilient your body is, how flexible your body is, how strong your body is.
And it has to do, it connects to your mind. We're all one piece. It's all energy. We're all an energetic system that works together. So if you're resilient in your body, it's going to help you be resilient in your mind as well.
Indeed.
You can use that throughout your life. Okay, let's see who we have here.
I see Steve McCabe over here. Hope you brought your kettlebell, Steve.
My friend Brenda. Good morning. Go ahead, audio.
Sandy Lehman.
Sandy.
My kitchen
Sandy,
laboratory.
I love you. I miss you. Bob and Sandy. Bob and Sandy from Waterboro. They live on the lake.
Nice.
And I didn't get a chance to come over this summer. We definitely need to get over there. So, okay, you ready to go? Want to do a little bit of, so we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up first. For those of you who are sitting on your couches, even if you do this part, it warms your body up. It gets you ready for your day.
No, not quite.
And I just want to give a special shout out to all of my friends in Waterboro this morning. You know, my ex, Tracy, is having a hard time. He went through heart surgery. And so sending some special energies to him and his family.
Get well, Tracy.
And his new wife.
All right, let's bounce.
Okay, so you don't have to jump up. You can just go like this and jump like that. But you just want to bring your shoulders up and then drop them down. And this releases a lot of the stress and tension that we hold in our bodies. So when we're stressed out, we got a lot of things going on, a lot of things on our mind. It's not just in our mind. We hold it in lots of crevices in our bodies, in our tissues, in our bodies. And that's what makes us ill. That's what causes illness when we have that kind of stress that we keep in there. This is just dropping your arms down. We're leading with our pinkies, and it's like chopping or wicking water off your hands. You know, when you go into the airport restroom and
you ain't touching nothing.
You know, I'm walking around with my elbows. And you get the water, and you're like, "What am I doing?" These are heart openers, and you really want to bring your arms back where it's comfortable. We're just warming up the body, so we don't have to go all out here. But as we open up our hearts, let's talk about what we're grateful for this morning. Just the simple things, you know, getting up out of bed.
My eyes aren't swollen up anymore.
Right?
Or mostly on.
He's been painting on a job, and his eyes started swelling up.
Oh.
What do we say every time we do this?
Move it or lose it, folks.
Move it or lose it. So these are great hip, get your hips flexible. One of the things as we get older is that we lose flexibility in our joints, hips, ankles, shoulders. So if you don't move them on a regular basis, you will not have the ability
to flex. As in flexibility.
When you fall or when you're doing those everyday things. Same thing with your knees. And on this one, I actually bring my feet up and roll and get my ankles as well. So you just want to go back and you can go around one way and around the other, however you want to do it. This just kind of gets all the fluids going and gets us mobile for our day. And we're going to do the neck. Go around. It doesn't matter which way you're going. You can go anyway. The neck for me is a big one that I need to always move.
Oh, well.
I have some stiffness on my left side of the neck. And I think I hold a lot of stress in my shoulders and my neck. So you may feel in my jaw. During the day, a lot of times I can feel my shoulders punching up and my jaw clenching, and it's just stress that I'm holding in there. So doing this will loosen things up and get all of that stress out of your body.
Hold one hand out in front, grab a hold of your fingers. Hold down.
And you just want to be gentle with this, not too hard, just a nice little stretch here. So David is actually RKC certified in kettlebell training. So he knows what he's talking about when it comes to the human body and how kettlebell training works and helps us. I'm going to do the other hand. This actually feels really good. Stretch out those wrists, and you don't want to overextend either. Just a nice little gentle stretch.
All right.
Can we do shoulders?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So you can either take your arms like this, or you can go like this. Whatever is good. But it's good to get that synovial fluid.
How's the knee feeling?
It's better.
Okay.
It's not too bad. I don't really want to do a whole lot of stuff on my knee, but
well, let's actually. We're not going to lift on our knees, but I want to do an exercise where we go on all fours like this. Okay. This is for flexibility of our shoulder. This is what it looks like. You're going to take one hand and you're going to put it on the back of your neck. Touch that elbow to the other one, and then all the way to the ceiling. Might only go here, but sometimes people can get the point all the way to the ceiling. So let's try that. So from down here.
Okay, so
you don't have to if you don't want to. Touch
my knees
elbow, and then all the way up.
Mine only goes this far. And I think.
And reach.
Stay square in your hips and square in.
Reach. And one more. Reach. And the other side. Touch the elbow to the sky.
This one's a little more flexible than the other side. Which side is more flexible for you?
My left. I'm left-handed.
Yeah, so if you try this, see if I'm right-handed, so I'm a little more flexible on the right side. And I'm telling you, if you don't stretch, whether it's this or yoga or something, you're going to find yourself in your 50s, 60s, 70s not being able to move. It's really, really important. All right. So what will we be doing first off? I just want to see who else. We got a lot of people on this morning. Everybody's awake.
Nice.
So happy about that. Jay, what are you doing up this time? She's on the West Coast.
Whoa.
Ah, God bless you. Emily, good to see you. And my kitchen laboratory is.
I know, I saw that.
I love that. So happy to
We'll have to
be here.
We'll have to get in touch with these folks, see if they want to do a little segment on nutrition with us at some point. The big one.
Okay.
We're just going to start with some warm-ups.
All right.
All right. Bring your kettlebell up. Ooh, make sure your shoulders are seated. Tighten your core. Grip with your toes. Orbit it around your body.
Now, there's specific ways to hold your kettlebell when you're working out, and we do have a basic training video that we did that's on David's YouTube channel, Sensei David Hills on YouTube. So check that out if you are interested in starting out with kettlebell and you want to know the basics on how to hold the bell the right way and the reasons why we work out with kettlebell. Not just weight training. You're literally working your whole body, including how do you describe it? The connective tissue.
Connective tissue,
Yeah,
yes. This is really, people think about when they work out with their body, they think about the muscles. Mostly what you're working is the connective tissue. It's what your muscles are suspended in.
I don't know why
Most of your flexibility has to do with loosening up the connective tissue. Okay, from here, you're going to sit back a little bit, pop the kettlebell up so that you're holding it. Ball goes down and then up overhead, all the way to the bottom.
But kettlebells have been around for how many years?
At least 300 years. That's when they first appear in the dictionary in Russia.
And we also did a video a couple weeks ago or last week on how to choose the right kettlebell for your size, because that matters as well. David and I are not using the same weight kettlebell. I can tell you that. Although, too far off.
No, it's not. All right.
And you work your way up in terms of weight. I started out with a little tiny baby one.
Okay, we're going to do some long cycles, swinging to the rack and press. So with one hand, whew, pinky to the middle of the handle, drive into the heels, hips forward, bring it to the rack, and overhead, 1, 2. Changing.
I have to go on to the
Up to this one? Sure.
next round.
1.
I'll do 5 on here. Be sure you to use your hips. Get that ball up.
Pull it in, set it down.
Okay. Whew, yeah. That accumulative effect got me on this one. I couldn't do the 5th one.
Okay, so yesterday,
Yes.
we did our side bends, which is it's called the windmill. Like, imagine you're like a windmill. And we did the low windmill. So we put the weight on the ground, we grabbed it and lifted. This time we're going to do it overhead. Same motion, but the kettlebell is in the top hand. Now, what's important about this exercise is that you look at the kettlebell. If you don't look at the kettlebell, you're going to suffer some severe consequences for not doing so. Keep your core fired.
What happens if you don't look at the kettlebell?
The information that you have coming to your brain about where that kettlebell is comes from where your eyes are looking. You have to see it, at least for now. Later on, maybe you can take your eyes off it, but truthfully, you don't ever want to take your eyes off of it.
Okay.
Because if it starts to go backwards, you have to be able to see it, to pull it back to where it needs to be, to stabilize it in a proper position, which is your arm needs to be plumb to the ground at all times. So I need to move away. Don't let this happen or this or forward or back. It's got to be straight up.
And you can use a lighter kettlebell or even a shoe or a purse or something with a handle to practice this in the beginning, just to get the form right if you need to.
Okay.
Okay.
So grab the kettlebell, bring it up, swing it to the rack. Press it overhead. Turn the feet 45 degrees. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Look at the kettlebell. Kick the hip back. Eyes on the bell. Just go down to your elbow reaches your knee. And back up. 1. 2. 3.
Don't forget to breathe.
5. Point the feet to the front. Return the kettlebell to the rack. Swing and change hands. Use your hips, press it overhead. Turn your feet 45 degrees. Hand on the inside of the thigh, look up. Kick the hip back. Elbow to the knee. And return. 1. 2. 3. Squeeze the handle. 4. 5. Point the feet to head to the front. Return to the rack. Set it down.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
No.
Yeah, much better than I used to be. Practice.
Yeah, this one, that's definitely a difficult exercise.
And one of the things that David always says is practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So if you're practicing and you're not using the right form, it's not going to do you any good. You have to use the right form, and then you practice with the right form.
Yep.
I remembered.
Yes, you did.
I listened to what you say. How do you like that? All right.
Okay, at least somebody's listening. Okay.
Lexi's Bugaboo's listening. All right, Lex.
Okay. Point the kettlebell, handle east and west. Feet on either side. Fold into the hips. Grab the kettlebell by the horns. Stand. Now, you're going to bring it all the way around the back of your head like you're doing a halo. Let me show you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down.
That's right.
No.
Yep. I did use. Oh no, that's my regular kettlebell.
That's 8.
And that's my heavier one.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, that felt really easy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to stay away from the knees today again.
Yeah, I would.
That's totally
say
fine.
So.
It's always important to make sure to pay attention to what your body's doing on any given day. Modify the exercises or skip them if it causes any pain.
No pain. That thing where people say no pain, no gain is totally wrong. You shouldn't be feeling pain. You should feel challenged, but you shouldn't be feeling pain, actual pain when you're working out. It doesn't make any sense. It means your body's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Saying,
no brain, no gain.
Saying stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to work on our calves. So we're going to start by bringing the kettlebell up, pressing it overhead. Now with the kettlebell overhead, we're going to do our calf raises. So make sure the elbow is locked. Bicep touches the ear. You can take this hand and reach around and pull it to your ear to help. Make sure your wrist is straight. Now, calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Pull it in. Change hands. Press it overhead. Point the feet out. Pull it to your head. Begin. 1.
Really squeeze those calves.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Pull it in. Sit there. Nice. Body nice and deep. All right. We're going to do some compound stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to do the snatch.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you think?
She's eyeing that bigger kettlebell.
I think.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. All right. So Kendra's moving up to a 26-pounder. With snatches overhead, I'm moving up to a 53-pounder.
We'll see how it goes. I might have to dial back. But
We'll see how it goes.
I'm going to try it.
Let's go for 5 on each side.
Okay.
Now, remember, it is the hip that powers this exercise. If you find, oh, I'm having a hard time doing this because my arm isn't strong enough, you're right. It's not your arm that does the lift. It's your hips. So if you're pressing it with your arm, it's not the snatch. In fact, in kettlebell competition, if you press the last part of it, it doesn't count. It has to be hip that fires, and then you catch it overhead. The very last minute. Here we go. 5 on each side. 1. 2. 3. Change hands. 1. 2. There we go.
So the left side I had a little bit of difficulty getting the right form. The right side I noticed a huge difference once I got the right form in how it hoisted up.
Nice.
This side I was using my arm a little bit too much, and it was difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Put the heavy one aside. Go back to your regular kettlebell. Now we're going to do it again with this one.
Okay.
Focus on form.
All right.
Use your hips. Going to 10. Wow. Change hands.
Five.
5 more. Pull it in. Set it down. Felt different, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
You're able to focus on form better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Well, guys, nice work.
Good work, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the workout. If you don't have your kettlebell yet, grab a kettlebell. I think they're pretty easy to find these days. They were running low. Places were.
Yes, there was a worldwide kettlebell shortage due to COVID.
A lot of people working out with kettlebell, but it's a great workout. We work out 20 minutes in the morning. That's it. And
That's all you need.
we don't really eat. I mean, we eat decently.
We eat well
But we had ice cream and banana bread last night for dessert.
together.
Yeah, we had fish and Brussels sprouts and some dumpling things. But we also enjoy our food as well. So we had some ice cream and some homemade banana bread that I made yesterday. So we don't restrict ourselves to. I mean, we do eat pretty
Really,
decently.
you know what? When I was training to fight, I found that just eating the right foods is a big deal. But then there's something called portion control.
Right. That's where I had a hard time. I can literally eat. I eat more than he does.
She does.
And I was saying last night, because he didn't finish his dinner and I had already finished mine, I'm like, maybe I need to cut down on my portion just a little bit. But I'm also doing a heavy workout in terms of load. So I want to make sure that I'm getting enough food too. I don't want to restrict my calorie intake because I'm, I don't want to be skinny. I just want to be, you know what I mean? There's a difference between being too skinny and having a little bit of curve and muscle. And so I just want to make sure that I'm fit as I get older. This is Bugsy, Bugaboo.
She loves
Hi,
sauce.
Bugaboo.
Give Mama a kiss.
Good girl. She's such a sweet dog. I've never met a more loving dog in my life. And she's very well trained and just a love. Anyway, I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Sending out love, joy, peace, happiness to all of you who are watching with us today and work out with us. And also sending those special healing energies to anyone in the world who is suffering today in the hopes that they may find some peace in their lives. Have a fantastic day. We will see you bright and early, 6 a.m. Tomorrow is a special day. It's David's birthday tomorrow. He turns
153.
53. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good to see you.